my girlfriend, lied about everything. Until I found her real identity. The girl who wasn't I met Lila at a bookstore, of all places. It was a rainy Saturday, and I was killing time, flipping through sci-fi novels in a cramped shop downtown. She was in the poetry section, her dark hair spilling over a navy scarf, her fingers tracing the spines of old books. I caught her eye when she smirked at my choice, a dog-eared copy of Dune. "Bold choice," she said, her voice low and teasing. "You a sandworm guy or just lost in the stacks?" We talked for hours that day, coffee cups piling up as the rain drummed outside. Lila was magnetic, witty, sharp, with this mysterious edge that made every word feel like a secret. She laughed at my dumb jokes, shared my love for obscure music, and had this way of looking at me that made the world blur. By the time we parted, I was smitten. She gave me her number, scribbled on a bookmark. "Don't lose it," she said, her smile half playful, half something I couldn't place. Our first date was a week later, at a jazz bar she picked. She wore a red dress that seemed to pull the light from the room. We danced, her body close, her perfume like cedar and secrets. That night, I knew I was falling. Over the next year, we built something real, or so I thought. Picnics in the park, late-night talks about dreams, her head on my chest as we watched old movies. She was perfect except for the cracks I chose to ignore. The red flags were there early. Lila never talked about her past. I'd ask about her childhood, her family, and she'd pivot with a laugh or a kiss. "Boring stuff," she'd say, steering us to safer topics. She never invited me to her place, always coming to mine instead. "My roommate's weird," she'd explain, but she never named this roommate, and I never pushed. She had rules, too, strange ones. No calling after 10 p.m. ever. "I need my beauty sleep," she'd joke, but her tone was firm. She worked at some vague consulting firm, but I was never allowed to visit, not even to drop off lunch. "It's a secure building," she said once, her eyes darting away. I brushed it all off. "Love makes you stupid, doesn't it?" I told myself she was private, maybe hurt from some past I'd never understand. I trusted her. I loved her, but doubts crept in. A year in, the gaps in her story started to itch. Once I saw a text on her phone, unlocked for once, from someone named V. It read, "You're cutting it close. Don't slip." She snatched the phone away, laughing it off as a work thing, but her hands shook. Another time, I found a key card in her purse, no logo, just a black strip and a number. When I asked, she said it was for a gym she never mentioned again. I started to wonder, who was Lila? Really? Last week I couldn't take it anymore. She'd canceled plans again, citing a work emergency, at 9 p.m. I'd had a few drinks, my head buzzing with suspicion. So I did something I'm not proud of. I followed her. She left her apartment. Our usual meeting spot was my place, so I'd only been to hers a handful of times. She drove across town to a part of the city I didn't know well, all warehouses and dim streetlights. I kept my distance, heart pounding. She parked outside a nondescript building, no signs, just a steel door. She glanced around, then slipped inside with that key card I'd seen. I waited, my car idling a block away. An hour passed, then 2. Finally, I couldn't stand it. I walked to the door, my breath shallow. It was locked. We can't show the full story in this short video. To watch the complete story, please click the link in the description.